Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This your boy Food Junkie, just coming at you with a quick little video. Saw the title. Is perception reality? Excuse me, I just got the in from running some errands, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do it on Mondays, but I got it from running some errands. And listening, y'all know how to do it. I listen to different things while I'm running my errands, whatever, you know. And I ran across a podcast. I ran across a show, I should say a YouTube show, you know. One of my faves that I watch is TS Madison, you know what I'm saying, and her morning brew or morning show. And she have a segment on the call, pretty much, which is the whole show. It's called PHAG TWALK. And she has Craig, the writer Stewart, on the show. And, you know, Craig is, you know, cool, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. People say he's elitist. I don't think he's elitist. I just think he's different. That's no here or there. But in saying that, they was talking about the perception of black men and black women, and they were talking about it was an Easter show they had. They were talking about something about when black, because they started off with Gerard Carmichael and his show, and then they got on to when black men, why some black people or black men they outside of their culture or outside their race, and it can be due to several reasons. This and the third, and then they got onto, you know, education of black women and something like that, and then they turned to why when black women help black men up out of the street or the bottom, I should say, the black men turn on them and leave them destitute and longing, whatever the case may be. And then Craig told a story, and Craig's perception of this story kind of threw me through a loop, because it's like your perception based on your experiences may not be the reality of the situation that you saw, that you ran into. So what I'm going to do is, hope you guys don't mind. If you do, flag the video, do what you got to do, whatever. You know, is what it is. But I want to play a portion of that conversation that they had, so y'all can hear what I heard, and then I'm gonna get my commentary based on what we hear. Okay, this is, I think it should be at the beginning of the story. Not there. Sorry, right here.
Women or whatever kind of woman outside of the black. It's not. It's like, don't read black women for saying that they done got their education or they done went to school, because there's a black woman right now that's trying to.
This is the part. So this is what led into Craig's conversation. So I want to play a little bit of the prelude to it, so y'all can understand where Craig comes from in his story.
Pull a dirty dick ass nigga up off the ground right now. In the moment that he get his feet to running, she gonna catch him over there eating kimchi. He don't even want peas and rice no more. All he want is pho. Right.
What's wrong with pho? I eat pho. Also married to a black man. We eat pho together.
Come on. You know, I'm going to tell you something. One day I was coming out of the grocery store. This was years ago.
This is the story. What's up, Kelly? How you doing, baby? And mind you, this is what he says. He says this was years ago. So this have to be years ago. So this story is so prevalent in your mind and your perception of people. I'll be quiet. Listen to the story, y'all.
And I was walking, you know how at Kroger, the doors like will open up like that. Well, the grocery stores in general. But I was walking out, I was carrying my.
Can y'all hear it?
And I get to the door, the doors open up. There's this car careening through the parking lot. It's a red neon. A couple hubcaps missing. The guy pulls up right.
I know you're a writer, Craig, and you use your descriptive words, and you want us to see the picture. But the words careening and hubcaps missing and red neon. When I hear that part, the careening and hubcaps missing, I'm thinking of Cruella DeVille. How crazy Cruella DeVille drives in 101 Dalmatians. She's always swerving all across the road, was not. Hubcaps falling off. People hanging out inside the car. But just keep listening to the story, y'all. Careening, red, neon, hubcaps missing.
Hubcaps missing.
The guy pulls up right in front of the door, and there's a black woman standing there. She has on a Kroger uniform, and so he pulls right up, and I'm analyzing all of this as I'm getting out. I mean, walking out. So he jumps out of the car, comes around. He says, "What's up, baby?" Gives her a kiss. He grabs the bags from her and puts them in the car, and then they get in the car and pull off. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I wonder what sacrifices she's making to be in that relationship with him.
Let me recap the story right quick for y'all. He's coming out of a Kroger's. There's a Kroger's employee, a worker, who just got off her shift, standing next to him with bags in her hands. A car with a black man pulls up, gets out the car, kisses her, say, "Hey, baby, how you doing? How was your day?" Grabs the bags from her, place the bags in the car for her. She gets into the car, and they drive off. And your first thought was, what type of sacrifices she is making in order to be with him? Let me recap the story. He's standing outside of Kroger's. There's a Kroger's worker next to him with bags in hand. A car comes through the parking lot, careening through, no hubcaps, red neon. The person, the black man, gets out the car, greets the black woman, kisses her, says, "Hey, baby, how was your day?" Takes the bags out of her hands, put them bags in the car for her, put her in the car, and they drive off together. And your first thought to express years later was, what type of sacrifice she is making to be with him? Now, we all know dirty dick niggas. We all know dudes who ride around in their girl's car, aka, i.e., baby boy, Jody. "You said you never hit me, Jody. You said you always loved me, Jody." We know dudes like that. Did that situation, based on what he said, because I wasn't there, we weren't there, based on what he said, does that situation tells you that that guy was that type of person? See, if he would have said, he blew the horn, rolled down the window, and said, hurry the fuck up, get in the car. If he would have said that he cussed her out, ignored her, then maybe your perception would have been right. But the mere fact that this man careened his way through the parking lot in his red neon and missing hubcaps, gets out the car, greets this lady, kisses her, takes the bags out of her hands, tells me he may not be that type of person. See, my first thought before I heard the rest of the commentary they gave on it was, damn, maybe they are a one-car household. He picks her up. He drops her off at work. She takes the car, drops him off at work, picks him up. He's probably careening through the parking lot, driving crazy, hitting bumps and dumps in the road because maybe he was late picking her up because he got late off of work, or maybe he's late going to work, where she then may need to go home and put the groceries and stuff up. Never once in my mind, based on the story that you told, I thought that this man was trying to use her and she was going through suffering. There are plenty of us, Black people, people of a darker hue, who have not made it to the status or the level of accomplishment as you, sir. No, I'm not doing too bad my damn self. You know what I'm saying? And my husband, we're doing well. We're not a 2-car household. We actually are a 3-car household. I own 2, he owns 1. We do pretty well for ourselves. But the title is Perception Reality. If we as a people think the first thought in our mind when we see each other are negative, if the first thought in our mind that we see about each other is negative, how can we ever expect anyone else to see us differently when we don't see different? And as a Black gay man, I would hope that your eyes would be a little bit more broadened to another Black man's situation. Yes. Are there no good Black men out there? Yes. Are there no good women out there? Yes. Are there no good people out there? Yes. There are no good human beings in this world. But if our views on each other are so tainted, if our views on each other that are so in the mindset of thinking the negative as our first thought, how can we expect anyone else to think of us any differently? They go and have conversations about it, was not about the man being no good, this and third, and possibly being no good, this and third, blah, 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 that. And I'm just thinking like, damn, if we can't think positive about each other, if our first initial thoughts are to think the worst of each other, how is there ever going to be a chance that anyone thinks of us anyway, but in the negative? I can't expect someone outside of my race to look at me differently when people within my race look at me as if I'm not. Because one thing I can't change is being Black and being a man. Being married to a man, being gay, being bi, whatever title people choose to put onto me. One thing I cannot change or mask is being a Black man. So if I look like this, dress like this, act like this, what's up, verbal assassin, baby? How would I try to disguise that or hide that when people of my own race that fit some of the same boxes that I fit looks at me differently, looks at me as if I'm not enough, because you may perceive that I'm not where you think that you are. Because as much as you have obtained, everyone is a whisper and a prayer from losing everything they have. It's sad when we as a people go with the perception of the masses and articulate that to the masses. Oh, then I was watching PHAG TWALK with Maddie and Craig, the writer Stewart, and Craig told a story about a Black man careening through a parking lot in a red neon with missing hubcaps to pick up this lady from the store who worked there. And what he said was, see if I can get it back. What he said was the man got out the car, kissed the lady, got the bags from her hand, put the bags in a car for her, and got in the car and they put her in the car and then they drove off. And his first thought was, what is she sacrificing to be with him? Now, Deanna, you're married. You're You're heterosexual. Josh is heterosexual. If Josh did that to you, would that be a problem? If y'all was down to one car, if y'all was down to one car and he had to pick you up and from work, this and the third was not, would it be a problem if he got out? Like I said, it'd be a different. What's up, 6 Word? How you doing, baby? It'd be different if he said that the lady was out there and the man rolled down the window and said, "Hurry the fuck up, get in the goddamn car. Hurry the fuck up. Come on now, I'm late." That'd be totally different. But that's not what he said. What he said was the man stopped the car, got out the car, grabbed the bags out of her hand, placed the bags in the car for her, kissed her, asked her how was she doing, put her in the car, and they drove off. For me, and look at y'all now. Look at y'all now. How many cars y'all got now, Deanna? How many cars y'all got? How many cars y'all have? 3, 4, 5? I don't know. How many properties y'all have? 6, 7, 8? Hell, I don't know. You just keep multiplying. How much land do y'all own? My problem, and Craig is gay. Y'all know Craig, the writer, so he's gay. That's Maddie's co-host. It'd be different if he told a different story. That story does not match the narrative that you was trying to portray of a no good black man. Now, I don't know if the man was good, bad, or indifferent. To me, based on the story that you told, it seemed as though they were a family who was struggling for the moment. They had one car. She worked at Kroger's. He worked or didn't work. I don't know what he did. But based on his actions in that moment, in that brief instance that y'all had, you and I, sir, have a very different perspective of what the situation was. I saw a couple, a black couple, who was willing to work together to accomplish their common goals. That's what I started. That's what I saw. That's my perception. That's the perception that I choose to take. I choose to put a positive spin on it, opposed to initially taking the negative or putting a negative spin on it. Right, Kelly? The reason why I started off this conversation by saying that some people say he's bougie or he's uppity. Okay, right. Because it's that type of perception that people have of you. And you say you're not bougie, so I can't say you are. But first of all, I know, like I said, I know you're a writer. You're very descriptive in your vocabulary, in your language. You're very articulate. You're very well-spoken. To go to an HBCU, y'all always say that's y'all joke. You know what I'm saying? The words that you use are not so astronomically out there or profound to where someone with some education who has read a book or two in their life won't comprehend and understand what you're saying. But it's those type of attitudes that keeps us divided. It's those type of I got mine Now you go get yours that keep us in the places and spaces where we are divided from each other. Opposed to looking down on the red neon with missing hubcaps. Thank God they got some reliable transportation. Thank God he has transportation, or they have transportation to afford him to go pick her up from a hard day's work. So she ain't taking an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours lugging those bags on a public transportation system. Buses, trains, whatever the case may be. Yes, the car may be a little bit, based on you said, kind of raggedy, but thank God they got a car. Thank God he is a gentleman enough to get out the car and greet his woman and relieve her burdens of those bags so she don't have to put those bags in the car. See how I chose to put a positive spin on what you said? What type of sacrifices is she making to be with him? None. Like Deanna said, sacrificing headaches and hardship with some no good nigga. Now I don't know if he's good or not. I don't know if she's good or not. But based on your story, sir, you said she was working. How do you know he wasn't working? I know couples who may not have everything going on right now, who work 2 different shifts. Because that way they save on babysitting. They save on daycare. One works nights, one works evenings. One works mornings, one works whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people like that type of stuff. But the mere fact that the first thing that you go to is a negative, my first thought was, well, she said, why is that your first thought? My first thought would be like, damn, I like that. That's Black love. It may be in your eyes Black struggle love, but it's Black love nonetheless. And where's your partner at again? Not trying to read, not trying to roast, not trying to gag. Also, in this little conversation, you told a story about how you chose to not, hey, Linda, how you doing, baby? How you chose not to be with somebody who was not fully out of the closet or comfortable with your relationship. I'm just saying, not telling anyone to lower their standards or their qualifications of whoever they choose to get with or be with. What I'm saying is, if your first perception of someone who's clicked some of the same boxes that you click is negative, don't expect people to look at you differently because you're not different. I'm no different than that guy rolling around in the red neon with missing hubcaps, careening through the parking lot, picking up their partner from a hard day's work. Because guess why? First thing they see, beyond all of my accomplishments, all of your accomplishments, is that you're a Black man. No matter what you drive, no matter how you present, how you speak, if the perception of the Black man is a no good, dirty dick nigga who's sitting on someone's sofa playing video games while they hard at work, if that's the first perception for one Black man, that's the perception for all Black men. Now, am I lying? Tell me when I spoke something that's wrong. Tell me something when I'm wrong. If your first perception is a negative perception, what makes you think that you're so different? What makes you think that people will not have the same negative perception of you when they see you? Don't matter if you're educated, you have a degree. Don't matter if you are an accomplished writer. Don't matter if you are a playwright. Don't matter if you have all these accomplishments under your belt. Your first thought of that black man was negative. And that was years ago, let you tell it. Years later, you told this story based on your words. And your perception have not changed because that was your first perception, that was your reality, that was your truth. Regardless if it was the truth or not, that was your truth. And that's why I started off this by saying Craig is, because while he's funny, while they're funny together, and I like them together, some of your views, they're your views. People call me elitist. People call me uppity. People call me conceited. People call me cocky. I am. I will never deny that. I have a certain level of expectations of myself that I demand from myself. But I don't put the level of expectations that I have for myself onto other people. I don't expect people to live how I live, eat how I eat, vacation how I vacation, drive what I drive. It's not them, it's me. I do it for me and for myself. I accept you for who you are until I can no longer be around you, until I realize that you are not a good fit for me. It doesn't matter economically, socially, educationally, anything like that. Spiritually, it's just if we don't mesh, we don't match. If we don't have the same value system, we don't have the same value system. Hey, Ms. Roy, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? That's what it's about. It's about me being comfortable enough with who I am and not projecting my insecurities onto other people. Because that's what it is. When you're judging people for what they have and what they don't have, and consciously and subconsciously comparing it to who you are and what you have, especially when you come from humble beginnings. Let me say it one more time. When you are projecting your insecurities onto other people based on what you now have and where you now are, it's an insecurity. Especially when you come from humble beginnings. I'm just saying. Not a read, not a roast, an observation. Y'all put material here on YouTube. Y'all put messages on YouTube and stuff on YouTube us not. And then it can rub people the right way or the wrong way. A lot of people will not say this because how big the platform that I heard this on is and how they seemingly drag the folks to the ground. But still, at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong. Our perceptions of each other, our first perceptions of each other should not be a negative one unless shown something negative. And based on your story, with your great storytelling skills, because I saw the red neon careening through the parking lot. I saw it. Like I said, when you said that, I pictured Cruella de Vil and 101 Dalmatians. That's what I pictured. I pictured the groceries flying off the back of the car. Hubcaps going all over across the place. Yes, I saw the red neon, boo. I saw the red neon and the missing hubcaps. And the other two was rusted. And one tire was a spare. I saw all that. Because I also am very descriptive. Well spoken and educated. I'm just saying. You know, I saw all that. But what I didn't see, based on what you said, was a no good, dirty dick nigga. Most men who have picked up their wives, girlfriends, baby mamas, significant others, don't get out the car, come around the car to take the bags of groceries or purchases out of their wives, girlfriends, baby mamas, significant others, partners' hands, kiss them, and say, "How was your day?" Ladies, am I lying? Not saying y'all men, but every time we see a man picking up a woman, do we see him get out the car? Do we see him open the door for a woman? Do we see him taking the bags out of her hands, open up the trunk, and putting things in the trunk himself, closing up, putting her into the car, and securing her, and then driving off? We don't see that. We see a bunch of dirty dick, no good niggas. Y'all know I hate that word. Doing what they do. Coming late to pick up the ladies. Using a car to do whatever he's doing, careening across town. Sitting on, right, usually late. Sitting around eating cereal, in his underwear. Or going to some other chick. But that's not what the story you painted to me was. And I understand, here online, and don't get offended, people, or get offended if you want. I don't give a damn. Y'all know that. I'm going to be mean. I'm saying what the fuck I want to say. It's what the fuck it is. But there's a segment of the population here on YouTube that gravitates towards low-hanging fruit. That's why I just stopped making a lot of videos until something moves me to chorus. I'm tired of picking and playing with low-hanging fruits and fruits. I am tired of picking and playing with low-hanging fruit. Saying just enough and giving just enough red meat to the animals, to the masses, to generate numbers. I'm tired of that. I am sick and tired of that. I've done it. Y'all see me do it. And when I did it, I had hundreds of people in the chat. I had thousands of views. Y'all seen that. My biggest videos, most viewed videos, is the one when I'm cussing someone out, when I'm dragging a dog shit out of somebody, or when I'm exposing someone for the fuck shit that they done did. Those are my highest numbers videos. But even when I was doing that, I had to continue down that path because I said always, I'm not going to up the ante and continue to give red meat and carnage to the masses to feed the animals. What you feed grows, it festers, which means you become what you're feeding. If all I want to do is talk about mess and give mess and talk to low-hanging fruit, I become low-hanging fruit. A low-hanging fruit. I become a low-hanging fruit. And I'm not. I told y'all, when I came here on YouTube, I was a complete person. I've always shown y'all that I'm a complete person. I am not going to lower myself. I am not going to lower my conversation. I am not going to lower my aptitude to fit in with anyone. Those who gravitate toward me will gravitate toward me. Those who don't will be repelled from me. And if that leaves me with me by myself, guess what? I am comfortable enough with myself to be with myself. What's up, Misha, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Those of you who have dropped down have been with me from a minute, 4 minutes. So y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not lying. I'm not playing. I'm not trying to prolificate and be prolific or be all uppity about something. It is what it is. I'm not going to continue. Well, I've stopped. Y'all, if y'all noticed, I've stopped dealing with low-hanging fruit. This conversation that's been going on in this sector for the past several weeks, I've heard it. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? If you have the time to be online all day, every day, arguing with people that you don't know, as a black man here in America in this time and day, you are the dirty dick bastards that he thought that man was in that red neon. The only difference is you don't have a girl. And you probably don't have a red neon to call your own. Period. And for everybody who's saying, oh, nobody's responding to these guys, because no one gives a fuck. Period. I told you my conversation. If we ain't conversing about where we're going to meet up and have a conversation in real life, we're not talking, period. Not on this level. Gay, straight, bi, tri, trans, whatever the fuck it may be. What up, Lionheart, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? That's my view on it. That's why I stand on it. And this was the first and last time I will ever discuss it, because I don't watch those people. I don't know those people. I don't want to get to know those people. Don't take my phone, baby. Don't take my phone. Leave my phone alone. You know, I got precious gifts in this phone. You know that. That's my conversation about it. Stop trying to put people into fights where they don't want to be. Everyone who has responded are the ones who felt hit and hurt by what was said. And what kills me, as much as y'all try to counsel people, y'all over there watching them, hanging on every word that they say. But yet, you don't like what they're saying, but yet you're there to listen to it. like I said, low-hanging fruit. I don't know anyone that I would hang out with, that I will converse with, that will go places knowing they're going to be irritated. Go places knowing that they're going to leave upset. Go places knowing they're going to be mad throughout the duration of the conversation. Or sorry, commentary, because not a conversation, based on what y'all say. But yet y'all are still at those places. It's a game to them because you choose to play. If you wouldn't talk about it, talk about them, there would be no conversation had. But with the people that chooses to talk to them and to promote them and to gravitate toward them. I don't know that one person's name, one person's channel, haven't heard one thing one person said. I heard somebody cuss them out, one of them out. I hear y'all rumbling about it. But do I, Fujiki, know? No. Don't care. Because while y'all doing all that, I'm in Jamaica. I'm in Mexico. I'm looking at properties. I'm taking care of homelands and stuff like that. That's what I'm doing. Taking care of properties in Jamaica. Looking at properties in Mexico. That's what I'm doing. While y'all struggling to put two dimes together, y'all struggling to do this right here, rub two coins together, I'm across the world getting passport stamps and things, planning for the future. So while I'm doing that, how do I look? Now, this is me being uppity. Bougie, one would say. How do I look? Food junkie. A black gay man married to another black gay man who's doing things in the real world, taking care of family, properties, and things of that nature. How would I look arguing with some dusty ass people who needs a dime and a dollar and more likely a bath here online? What the fuck do I look like? And you wondering why the older men in this sector are not responding to the bullshit. Because it's bullshit. It's nonsense. We don't need to prove ourselves to be ourselves. Well, I don't know everybody else. I don't need to prove myself to be myself. I know what I'm doing in the real world. I know how I'm making a mark in the real world. I know what I have to gain in the real world. And it's not to save face with some faceless, nameless people here on YouTube. That's the problem. No one wants to look like a punk. Everyone wants to be the big bad person. Why? What does it matter? How does it really literally change your real world? Is it going to elevate you somehow? I think not, because a lot of y'all are in the same places y'all were when we got here, like when I got here 4 or 5 years ago. Some of you are worse off than how you started here because of this bullshit on here. Yeah, like I said, you know where I've been going. You know I've been shit about 5 different places so far this year. Planning on a couple of more. You know I've been ripping and running. So why look like stopping what I'm doing to engage in some bullshit and some nonsense with some people who are stuck at home, who are stagnant in life? And that goes for people who's talking shit and for the people who's listening to them talk the shit, who wants a response. I'm not entertaining you for what? Entertain your fucking selves. Get off your asses, wash your asses, and get the fuck on with your life in reality. This shit is dead because it's ridiculous. A bunch of grown-ass niggas talking shit about gay men means what to me? Because I know you won't say that shit up to my face. That I do know. I'm for sure about that. Because I'm not like them. All mouth. I talk shit because I can handle shit. I'm not like them. I'm not like them. I told you I'm different. I'm not like them. Play with somebody else. Don't mention me. Leave me the fuck up out y'all bullshit, you dusty ass motherfuckers. That's on period. And stop looking for everyone to fight the way y'all fight. I told you, I don't play like y'all play. Never have and never will. I'm a whole different type of beast. Like I said, it's perception, reality. How you perceive me may not necessarily be how I am. Oh, he's gay, he must be weak. Okay. Try me. He cuss a lot and have a little speech impediment, so he must be unintelligent. Okay, try me. He can't be articulate. Okay, try me. I just look like this. There's a lot more to him than what you ever want to meet. Lonely, broke, and needing attention. Exactly. Very much too desperate, baby. Deanna, I got plans. I got plans, baby. Trust me. I got plans. I got plans. Tasty, love the shop. Tasty. Oh, I will. I also got something to talk to you about as well, Deanna. Something that I fell into. I'm like, okay, this will sound like a good little deal. But yeah. So people understand, like, you know, there's too much going on in the real world. There's so many moves that's being made, too many things that's going on in the real world to be caught up in the nonsense of the bullshit of what sector who's from, who's trying to get into a sector, what this person's doing, who this person is. Who cares? If it truly is not making money, and I thought there's a little bit of change y'all get on here, $1 here, $1 there, $100, but that's not no money. That's lunch. That is lunch. That's not no money. That's not a bag. Y'all would know a bag of a bag and hit you in your goddamn face. Talk to me when you handed me 10 racks or more. Half of y'all don't even have 10,000 in your accounts, in your savings, and in your checkings. If you have those things, what's your RA looking like? Do you have a portfolio that you can talk to, that you can run down and talk about? When you did your taxes, did you go to a CPA or did you go to TurboTax? I'm asking those questions. I'm asking those questions. On the 15th of April, would you have been to TurboTax or H&R Block? Or would you have been to a certified public accountant? I'm asking those questions. I'm just asking those questions, y'all. What are you declaring this year? Do you have properties that you're declaring? Do you have stocks and bonds, and do you have to pay taxes on your stock options and things like that? Like, what are you talking about? You talking to me? Oh, you gay, you pussy ass. Okay, I'll be all that. Come talk to me in my face about that. After I meet with my CPA and my lawyers, I keep on standby. Talk to me then about what you want to talk about. So I'm going to make sure all my ducks in a row so I can get in and out of jail quickly. Oh, so did I say that loud? I'm just saying. But yeah, those are conversations that I want to have with you. Tell me that. Don't tell me nothing else. If you can't tell me that you're talking to a CPA or you went to TurboTax Online for the free federal, I don't hear what you're talking about. What you're talking about is nothing. There's no concern to me. Now that's me being uppity, me being bougie. Because like I said, I just look like this. I just got enough from running errands. A little cute little sweat jumpsuit, wasn't that, with a little hat on. So we need to shave and do all the stuff I need to do to prepare for work tomorrow. Hold, please. What up, babe? Chilling, just talking shit online. How's your day? How's your day? Right on below. Okay, love you. Talk to you later. Bye. See, if y'all don't have somebody who's calling you just to say how you doing, check on you, what's not, in the middle of their work shift, what are we talking about? We don't have the same conversations. We're not having the same conversations. We don't have the same lifestyle. Guy or girl, if you don't have somebody that you could call and say, baby, how you doing? And tell you I love you in the middle of the day, in the middle of their work shift, what are we talking about? It's not the same conversation that we're having. We're not living the same lifestyle. See, that's my reality. This perception y'all have. I got some chicken. I picked up dinner when I was running my errands. So I picked up chicken and stuff. Because I ain't feel like cooking tonight. Y'all know I don't cook on Mondays. I ain't feel like cooking today. I got some chicken and stuff like that. But yeah. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, Craig doesn't know if the guy that he saw pick up the lady at Kroger's called her on her shift and said, baby, I understand. It was just thinking about you, was not. How you doing? Good. Okay, cool. See you later. Like, you don't know those things, but to make the perception of, or the distinction of, you wonder what she's sacrificing. Nothing at all. But for things, Lionheart, they're not young. They're not young. They're not young. They're older than me. I know I look old with all this gray on my face, but it's not. But they're younger than me. They're older than me. A lot of them. At least they look it. Based on what y'all say. Like I said, I wasn't able to pick one out in a damn crowd. But if anyone steps to me, regardless, immature, you're right, mentally young, immature, you're right. But yeah, just a mess. But anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, whatever. And it's not a attack of Craig, the writer Stewart, or to try to clown somebody with that. No, I said I like PHAG TWALK. I like what they do with it, what's not. But that perception is something that we have a problem with in our community, and it's amongst each other. The gay black men don't like the straight black men. The straight black men don't like the gay black men. The hidden black men who like black men want to hide from them. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much. There's too much going on. There's so much infighting amongst our community, amongst our culture, amongst our people, to where we can't focus on the real fight is changing the perception of what it is. There's too much infighting. You hear on here in this little sector, oh, well, black straight men can't be around gay black men. Why? A majority of my friends are straight black men. We hang out, me and my husband as a couple, hang out with other straight black couples. I think that we are the only, well, there was one more couple, but they broke up. But we were the only black couple in our friend group. So our only black gay couple within our friend group. Everyone else, single black gay men, single black straight men, single black straight women, single gay women, heterosexual couples. We are the only black gay couple in our friend group. People ask, oh, wow, how y'all be together so long? That's my attitude. My personality, I don't give a fuck about no shit. Big, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They know. But yeah, it happens. And when people, I guess I'm so optimistic because I've experienced it. You know what I'm saying? I guess that when you don't experience certain things, when you don't see certain things, when you're not open to certain things, your mind is really closed to it. And when you put boundaries within your own way, because there's no boundaries that's going to stop me. The only thing that's going to stop me from reaching what I need to reach and what God has for me is me. And I'm not going to be in my own way because I learn from every situation, the good and the bad. And I'm never going to take my observations and my own prejudices and my own preconceived notions and put it on someone else. My own insecurities and put it on someone else. But that takes work. That takes me saying from the very beginning that, that's dirty as hell. That's me saying from the very beginning, I came on here a complete person. I came on here knowing who I am, knowing who I was. So therefore, no one else can ever tell me or dictate to me that I am enough because I know that I'm enough. And all my flaws, I am enough. I am who God meant for me to be in this moment. And when it's time for me to evolve to something different, I will evolve to something different based on God's timing, not on what someone else says about me, not based on what it is, based on what God has put into me to feel and to do. I'm confused. I don't allow my insecurities to play off somebody else. Yeah, is it a key? Yeah. Is it a joke? Yeah. But life is not always about a key and a joke. Sometimes you got to take shit seriously. Sometimes you got to, decipher what the fuck it is and actually think about it. But yeah, that's all I want to come to you guys really quick to say, coming out really quick to say, yeah, it's just that kind of bothered me, that story and his perception, his initial perception. Now, I don't know if his position changed from that. They went on talking about no good man, whatever, and how men did it. That's conversation we have amongst each other within our own community. Why do we expect people to think differently outside of our community? Like I said, when you see me, all you see is a black man. You don't see the fact that I'm a designer, I'm a college graduate, I graduated summa cum laude. You don't see the fact that I am accomplished. You don't see the fact that I wrote a book. You don't see the fact, that I had shows in New York. You don't see that I've been written about internationally. You don't see all those things. You don't see that I can cook well. You don't see none of those things. You don't see none of those things. All you see is that I'm a black man. And if you're black, and if your perception of the black man is negative, you're going to take that mindset and that attitude and those things out on me. And I'm not going to allow you to. I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to straighten you right and quick. You're not going to speak to me any kind of way. You're not going to treat me any kind of way. You're not going to address me any kind of way. I don't care of what your position is, what your post is in life. You will speak to me. You will treat me like a human being and with respect. I demand it. I don't ask for it. I demand it because I'm going to give it to you. Forget my sexual orientation. Forget who I lay down with, who I wake up with, who I choose to love. You're going to treat me with respect and dignity. And if we as a people don't respect and treat each other with respect and dignity, how do we ever expect anyone else to do the same? If I can't treat and look at my brother or my sister or my peer with respect and dignity, and be optimistic about their life and their future and their existence, how can I expect anyone else to be optimistic about mine? So that's why this is personal. Because his attitude, because what if I drove a raggedy, sorry, I don't want to say raggedy, but what if I drove a red neon with missing hubcaps? You don't think less of me as well? You don't know anything about my life. You don't know anything about me. You don't know that I went to Morehouse. You don't know I didn't graduate from Morehouse, but I went there. I was accepted there. You don't know I graduated when I graduated from college. I graduated with a 3.97 GPA. You don't know that. All you look at is the red neon with the missing hubcaps. And my partner working at Kroger's. You don't know what we've been through to get this far. You don't know if we started out on a skateboard, eating ramen noodles. Now we're going to move up to a neon with missing hubcaps. You don't know that. All you're doing is judging based on what you think that how people is judging you. And that's our problem. We like to throw diversions onto other people opposed to making sure that people see us for who we are. That's a whole job, Lionheart. That's a whole job. That's anywhere from 16 to 24 hours a week that you could be spending working somewhere. Drawing a real paycheck. Making sure that you can really have something to fall back on. Something that's guaranteed. Even if you work for what? What's minimum wage now? $12, $15 an hour, whatever it is. 15 times 16 is some money. 15 times 24 is some money. You do that until you can do better. See, that's how it starts. You think I started off with all this? No. I told you when I first moved to Atlanta, I was homeless. Now, mind you, not homeless without a place to live, homeless without an address because my dorm room wasn't ready. But I'm still homeless nonetheless. And the things I did, by the time I got my dorm room, I was known on campus as the survivor. Oh, damn, he's gonna survive. You're damn right I am. If I had that skill set at 18, fresh out of high school, at 40, it'll be 49 this year, yes, he's a survivor. He's gonna make a way out of no way. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't judge people. I told y'all I grew up in very humble beginnings. Very, very humble beginnings. Very humble. I told you there was one time part of my life growing up. I think I told you this before. All we ate for a year and a half was beans, literally beans, and we were happy. Y'all remember the food truck, the last Wednesday of every month, the government food truck to give you that cheese and the flour, the rice, and the peanut butter and all that stuff. That big old box of military food, rations. We were happy that once a month. We can make some biscuits. Throw a little bit of cheese in those beans. Throw a little bit of rice with those beans. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to have to survive and struggle and want more, but can't really do too much because you're limited by your situation and your circumstances in the moment. But all you do is dream, all you do is hope, all you do is pray, all you do is move forward. Put one foot in front of the other until you can start a nice little stride, then you can start a nice little strut, then you can start a nice little run, then you can start flying, then you can start soaring. I know the steps. So I would never judge someone for their place in the process of becoming who they need to become to be who they were meant to be. I can't judge you for that. But what I can say is you should always want to do better for yourself. You should always want to do more for yourself. You should always put forth your best effort. We all fall. We all struggle. We all stumble. We all get tripped up. We all get caught up in mess every once in a while. The true measure of who you are and who you are meant to be is how you pick yourself up and get out of that. How you choose to lift yourself up or get lifted up by someone or something, hopefully God, or whatever you believe, whoever you believe in. Exactly. So that's like I said, so that's why it bothered me. So that's why that little story he's told bothered me so much, because like them people was doing the best they could. And I didn't hear one thing you said that put anything negative on that man. And you being a black man yourself should know. Hate to say this, y'all. I know there's a bunch of ladies up in here through here, but y'all say black women are the worst. Not the worst. Treated the worst? No, baby. No, baby, you're not. Black men is treated horribly in this world. By each other, by the government, by the world. And let's not forget how the welfare system was done. In order for a black woman to get welfare, she had to kick her black man out on the street. She had to be told that black men cannot be part of the family if you want this help. We will help you. We will assist you if you put that man out of your house. And they will do checks. They will come around to your home as a black woman with your children to make sure that you have a black man in your home. Looking for shoes of men and shaving creams and aftershaves and underwears and checking your drawers and stuff to make sure that you didn't have a black man in your home. And you wonder, after decades of that, the mindset seeps into the children. Little boys are seeing when their father's not there. They've been told that the father can't be there. Little girls longing for their daddies, but the daddy's not there because they're told they can't be there if their mom wants help from the government. Although we're all paying taxes, but being told, they're being shown that black men are not worth it. Black men are not worth anything. Black men are people that we just discarded. I'll help you. I won't help him. And I won't help you if you're with him. That's the mindset. That's where the destruction of the black family started from. So little black boys who didn't have a father in the household grew up not knowing what it's like to have a man, so they can't be a man. Little girls looking for something in all the wrong places. But no, never mind that. Let's look at the red neon with the missing hubcaps. I'm just saying, stop being low-hanging fruit. Stop being low-hanging fruit. And like I said, the question I asked, is perception reality? They perceive black men a certain way after so long. Does it become reality? If all someone hears is you're no good, all someone hears, you ain't shit, you're never going to amount to nothing, you're not smart, you're ignorant, only thing you're good for is to drop a baby up beside somebody and that's it. You can't even keep a job. You can't even do nothing for yourself. You ain't no good. At what point that message doesn't seep into your core and breaks your core. So then you become the monster that they said that you were. Especially you don't have the strength of a black man, of a black family to hold you down, to tell you that you have an example to show you, no, I'm not that. I saw my father be more than that. My mother was more than that. My mother showed my father love. My father showed my mother love. We didn't have much. Mama worked at Kroger's. Daddy drove a red neon with missing hubcaps. But what they had was love. What they had was each other. And what they showed me was that we are better together, working together, than we are apart. I'm just saying, stop being low-hanging fruit. Easily picked up, easily picked off, and easily discarded. Have them work to destroy us. But right now, they put in no work because guess what? We're doing it to each other, through our own perceptions of each other. And that's what's becoming our reality now. The perceptions of each other, the perception the world has put onto us is becoming our reality. And we're so much too busy trying to be entertained and popular and liked by the masses to even care, to even want to do better, to even have the ambition to do better. I'm just saying, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate it. Y'all know I love you. But as always, you guys, it is not enough that I love you guys. It should be that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself. And you definitely respect someone else. We don't know each other's struggle. We don't know what each other have been through, what each other are going through. A lot of people walk around with pasty smiles on their face and they're broken. They're in pain. They're in turmoil. They're in disarray within themselves. So they don't know how to look positively on other people. I learned a long time ago, not personally, but through experience. People will live up to or down to whatever expectations you have of them. If you have low expectations of someone, more than likely, they're not going to do much and they're going to meet those low expectations. But if you have high expectations of someone and you show them that you have high expectations of yourself, more than likely, they will work hard to meet that level or come close to a level of expectations they think that the person that they respect have for them. I learned that personally from people. When you don't care, when you don't try, when you don't speak up and speak out, no one does. When you show people that you care, that you want them to do their best, they're more apt to try to do their best, to show you that they're trying to put forth effort. Anyway, y'all, This is your boy Food Junkie. Y'all see me. I'm here. I'm good. Just been living life, been doing things, moving forward, trying to prepare myself for the blessings that is my life. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I have to get off my chest. It bothers me to see Black people, especially Black people with large platforms or large followings and a voice, disparage other Black people, put out negative images towards Black people. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not okay. It's not okay. Sorry. And if people get mad about it, nothing to do with that. Change your perception. Change your thought process. Because what you said didn't initiate a negative response for that Black man that was driving that red neon with missing hubcaps. It gave everything to me that he was a decent individual that worked hard. I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all, until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie. I'll talk to you crazy kids later. Love y'all. Y'all know I be in these streets, looking and lurking. Bye, y'all. Peace.